you can't just take the sport on as like if you're a good half marathon runner, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to smash an ultra. Like it's a different beast. And if you
And
don't treat it with some respect and actually train for it, it's going to just chew you up. And you're
I'd
not.
say those like the Joe Skippers, those who see the potential in it will make the switch. Those who are clever with following a brand and following a trend and trying to be ahead in their professional career will dedicate that time. And
Yeah,
then the others will just have to recognize we just need to stay in our lane and
exactly.
we are swimmers and they're runners. It's two different sports. And although it can seem similar, like a half marathon and a marathon can seem similar, but it's two different sports essentially.
Yeah.
And I think that is what's going to happen, and people will start to have to choose: do they like the endurance side? Like personally, for me and Sean, obviously, we're way tailored towards the endurance side of things. And the idea of doing CrossFit is just not even next or near anything we'd want to do. And I think it is just going to be that, whether there's healthy competition between the two, but it's still so different.
But that's the big draw of Hyrox too. If you have a huge endurance background, you can just do doubles together, and you can get. This is why they're able to pull everybody in from all sorts of backgrounds, because if you do a doubles, you just share the load. You don't have to be super strong to move sleds and stuff like that. And their big play is basically to get into TV. Like they know that the real money in sport is TV money. When you get into that, and that's what this international relay is about in 2 weeks' time. So, like the Hyrox, it's like anything. I find it exciting because I'm in the bubble of it. So I know everyone who's involved, and I'll sit down and I'll watch a race for an hour because I know everybody. I'm interested in it. That's boring for a lot of people. Like they don't want to watch these guys jumping up and down on the floor for an hour. Same as a marathon is super boring for someone who isn't into marathon running. But Hyrox have realised that in the normal Hyrox race, say Hunter leads from start to finish, nobody wants to watch it. Like nobody. But by doing a relay, it'll be over in probably under 45 minutes. That's how fast it'll be. The lead will constantly change because they've made it co-ed. So if I start and a female from the UK starts and a female from the US starts and we're all in the start line together, the lead is going to constantly change. So the relay is going to be live on YouTube and on Twitch. I think Hyrox have their own YouTube channel and their own Twitch. I don't even know what Twitch is. I hear the kids talking about it all the time.
Something that happens to your legs when you're going to sleep.
And yeah, it's on the 9th of Sunday, the 9th of June, and it's the finale of the World Championship. So they really are making this the kind of the pinnacle of it. Everything is going to be geared towards this. It's going to be on the grid format, so it's not like your typical Hyrox. It's more like the Elite 15 races, where we're all on lanes beside each other.
Oh, brilliant!
That makes it a hell of a lot easier for them to film and actually put out good content rather than people just running around in circles and you can see everybody together, which isn't great for viewers. Yeah, so that's their kind of play into really pushing it into the mainstream. I suppose if they can get this sport down to 45 minutes, and what they kind of wanted from this was not necessarily Hyrox athletes. They wanted people who might be super rowers or super on a skier. So like Dina picked one guy for our team who canoed for Ireland for 10 years. He was ranked in the top 10 in the world for 10 years running.
Jeez, incredible, Atlee.
Yeah, so he's like, Barry's insane. Like he can run 250 kilometer and he can also row around 250 or 3 minutes for 1,000 meters, which is pretty insane.
You feeling confident for it?
Yeah, I feel we have a chance. I think Dina's kind of approached it the right way, and that we're trying to get all the Dave Brailsford medal, we call it, where we're trying to get all the